भुनक्तो सवीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। Salutations to the entire Rishimuni Guru Parampara. Salutations to Sri Bhagavan Vedavyas Ji, who gave us this Panchama Veda, the Itihasa of 1 lakh shlokas, Sriman Mahabharata. In this Mahabharatam, in that Ujjoga Parvam, in that Prajagara Parvam, the Samvada between Vidura and Dhritarashtra we are seeing. The context was कि Vidura has sent, Dhritarashtra sent Sanjaya to the Pandavas for the Rayabharam, for that discussion, all that. Sanjay came with the different phrase in the evening, night time ho gaya, 12 baje. Yeah, I went, I talked. They told their message. Dhritarashtra asked what it is. He's tired, you are also tired, I am also tired. Let's see. Tomorrow I will tell in the Sabha what is the message of the Pandavas. Then, because of all the impurities in Dhritarashtra, of attachment to his son and unrighteousness and biasness toward Pandavas, he becomes so restless. Therefore, he was so anxious about what he will tell in the Sabha, जिसमें हमें मेरी बेइज्जती हो सकती है या डर भी हो सकता होगा. With that fear, he could not sleep night. Dhritarashtra. Therefore, he requested through someone for Vidura to come. Vidura ji bade bhai hai, to aa gaya. Then he puts in front of him, this is my problem, I am not able to sleep, I am not able to be calm and quiet at my mind level. Teach me some good things. Then Vidurji started teaching so many hundreds of things. In the last two chapters, 123 and 86, more than 200 verses we saw. Like this, 8 chapters, 690 slokas are there, like Bhagavad Gita. So we are slowly one by one seeing. It's almost 2 months today. So in the second chapter, toward the end yesterday, we saw Vidurji categorically telling the great qualities of Yudhishthira to Dhritarashtra. And the summary is what? Ki don't keep him away and don't make him your enemy. You cannot stand. And he's such a divine, good quality person already. When you give him Rajyam, it is good for you, for your children, for Yudhishthira the Pandavas, and also for the entire Praja. Don't do opposite to that. So remember, here the direct address of Vidura to Dhritarashtra for resetting his understanding, emotions and actions directly. Like Gita was directly addressed by Krishna to Arjuna. But in its consequence, the Gita Jnanam is universal. Whoever is in Arjuna Sthiti, for all of them, the Gita is the useful guidance. So too, whoever are in Dhritarashtra Sthiti, for all of those, these Upadeshas are useful, meaningful. And what the whole thing? You are so peaceful at mind that you are able to sleep. And the peace comes to mind only when you have the wisdom, devotion, values, character, righteousness, dharma. So all these things are there in the Vidura Neethi. Whoever have learned them, they'll have all these 5. Therefore, the meaning of they will sleep peacefully means their entire life will be full of peace and joy. And all of them, the teachings of Vidura, are corrections in the Antakarana for the correction in the Vyavahara, so that the results in the world are spectacular, which when practiced for a long time become an asset for the inner journey of spiritual sadhana also. Because of this correct living, all our wrong impressions have gone away, obstacles gone away. Such person with pure understanding and pure behavior is any day fit for knowing the truth in spirituality, if only he wills. So that way, this life living according to the Vidura Neethi will become such an asset for us to qualify us even for spiritual evolution, before which it will help us in reducing the inner disturbances and outer problems. Okay? Now the Trutiya Adhyaya. Om Vidura Neethi Shastram Atha Trutiya Adhyaya. Prajagara Parvantargata, Udyoga Parvantargata, Sriman Mahabharati Sasantargata, Dhritarashtra Uvacha. Dhritarashtra is again asking Viduraji, ब्रूहि भूयो महाबुद्धे धर्मार्थसहितं वचः शृण्वतो नास्ति मे तृप्तिः विचित्राणीह भाषसे कि ब्रूहि भूयः हे महाबुद्धे, a large intellected Vidura, Bruhi, please tell me. Bhuyaha, more and more and again and again. Bhuya means more and more, Bhuyaha means again and again also. Like in Gita also, Arjuna says, Bruhi, yata shreya hasyat nishchitam, Bruhi tanme. Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. So, Bhuyaha, he Mahabuddhe, Bruhi. And what you want to learn? Dharma artha sahitam vachaha. Those words which are endowed with the dharma and artha. So artha sahita but dharma artha sahita. Artha matlab they should be giving me the riches and wealth. But that wealth and richness is should be with the dharma only. And give me the dharma which alone is a wealth for me. Both ways you can understand. But the point in with Dhritarashtra is what? By heart he want to be dharmic. But his mind and emotions and intellect got corrupted because of his attachment to his children. He could not rise above that. He did not try for that. Everybody tried to help him. He is the only one who did not try to help himself. Therefore, everybody's help did not help him. He and his all children died only in that war. That is why what we have to learn from Dhritarashtra is everybody's will help become help to me when I help myself. So too, if I don't help myself, nobody's help comes to my help. The second one is the example of Dhritarashtra. So what is asking? Bruhi bhuyaha mahabuddhe dharma artha sahitam vachaha. No, whether he practices that dharma vachana or not, but at least now that dharma can be a soothing malham to him where he is so much disturbed in his mind. देखो ये भक्ति के ज्ञान के बातें प्रैक्टिस करो एनीवे बहुत लाभ होता है, करो या ना करो, सुनने के टाइम भी ये थोड़ा हौसला देता है, कुछ शक्ति, इज इट नॉट? जैसे भूखे व्यक्ति को कोई कल का रोटी भी दो तो थोड़ा भूख मिटता है. So too, those who are frustrated, bad, at least for them, these listening of good words at least gives some consolation. If somebody takes them as a way of life, he will get the ultimate only. Okay. So tell me, Shrunvato nasti me truptihi. I am not contented in listening from you. So nectarine are your words, vichitrani ha bhashase. Your language, your examples, your thoughts are so wonderful. Now, Vidur se bade Dhritarashtra ji. Dhritarashtra should have more wisdom than Vidura. How Vidura has got? Simple thing. Vidura minded the wisdom and nothing else. Therefore, he had nothing else but wisdom. And Dhritarashtra minded everything else but wisdom. Therefore, he got everything but not wisdom. Itna simple hai life. And the wisdom helped Vidura to become such a great devotee of Krishna that in Bhagavad Mahapurana, that Vidura Maitreya Samvad is so beautiful. And as I told you many times, we when we die, while dying, remember God, we get the mukti. But in case of Bhagavan Krishna's life, at the time of his departure, if at all he remembered somebody, it is Vidura. Bhagavan, while departing, he remembered Vidura and tells Maitreya, all this knowledge you please convey to Viduraji. That means how much love Bhagavan has for Vidura. Why? Because of Vidura's dharma and wisdom. These characters of Vidura in Mahabharata, Vibhishana in Ramayana, they're very vilakshana. Beautiful they are. Parama Bhakta they are. Parama Glani, Dharmika. Para Dharmik they are. So Vichitrani iha bhashase. So you are talking so wonderfully because his mind is always endowed only Mera Beta, Mera Raj, Mera Sukh, Mera Bhog. His mind was Aham, Mama and Mahyam. I, me and mine. Only in that, therefore he was capable of gaining wisdom, did not. Like you are capable of learning everything what is taught in class. But don't learn. Why? The mind is distracted in something. So to each of us are capable of knowing or gaining Bhagwan. Not getting it. Why getting him? We are doing something else in our mind's distraction. That's the way. That's how we and Dhritarashtra are same. So we also need this knowledge. Vidura Vacha. Vidurji starts giving his beautiful Upadesha. He tells three shlokas in that three Upadesham. He gives, then in the next 30, 40 slokas, he gives that story. Okay, first these three slokas we will see. And the story little which we touched yesterday, and tomorrow फटाफट chanting करके उसका आराम बताएंगे. Okay, what are the first three slokas? Sarvatirteshu vasnanam sarvabhuteshu charjavam uvetu ete samesyatam arjavam va vishishyate. He says, Vidura, directly. Sarvatirteshu snanam, taking the bath for purification from the sins in all the Tirtha Kshetras. We go to Tirthasthana for purification through the Snanam there, Tirthasthana. With the purified mind, we go to the temple Kshetra there. And in that Kshetra, whoever is Adhisthana Devata, we do Upasana and surrender to him. By his blessings, we get whatever we want or even Mukti. So, in India, in Sanatana Dharma, the Snanam in the Tirtha Kshetra is very special, emphatic sadhana. They tell us when you go and take bath in those sacred rivers on special occasions. Everyday bath is different. Special occasion bath is different. In the special occasion, again the special occasions like the Ardha Pushkara, Purna Pushkara, Ardha Kumbha, Purna Kumbha, they have special effects. सो तीर्थ इसलिए इसको कहते हैं तीर्थ. तीर्थ मतलब हमको तराता है, तारता है, पार ले जाता है. So what Vidura says is, taking bath in all the Tirtha Kshetras of India are at one side of that pan. Other side, Sarva Bhuteshu cha Arjavam, having even-mindedness and equal vision to all the beings in the other palda of that tarazu or that weighing machine. He says both are same. Having samadrushti towards the all being and having bath in all the punya kshetras for purification, both are of equal value. Sarvatirteshu vasnanam sarvabhuteshu cha arjavam uvetu ete samesyatam. Both are same. Rather, arjavam va vishishyate. In many cases, having samadrushti and straightforwardness towards all beings is more valuable, purposeful than taking bath in all the Tirtha Kshetras. Gange, Yamune, Krishna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalasmin, Sanidin, Kuru, like that. In India, more than 50, 60 famous rivers are there. Then the confluences of rivers are there called Prayaga. The Kesha Prayagas, the Vishnu Prayagas, the Nanda Prayagas, the Rudra Prayagas, and the Deva Prayagas, the Son Prayaga, the Karna Prayaga, the Tirtha Kshetra Prayagaraj, Mudamangalamaya Sankta Samajo, Jai Jagat Jangamati Artharaj. ये सारे तीर्थ क्षेत्र है. In fact, starting from Gangaji, starting in Himalayas till it reaches Ganga Sagar, every meter of Gangaji's traveling is a Tirtha Kshetra only. That is why Tavatanikate Yasya Nivasa Kalu Vaikunte Tasya Nivasa. So to every river is sacred for little matured, cultured Hindu. If a Hindu is not respecting, revering the river, he is immature, uncultured, stupid fellow. Not only river, the water in any form, it has to be respected. So taking bath in all rivers is giving us such a punyam. Equally is having a rujuta, even-mindedness in your mind, not biasness. Like Dhritarashtra had the biasness for the Pandavas negatively and to his own children. And the actual point is, the Pandavas deserve more love because they are honest and all. These stupid fellows should be kicked only, the Duryodhanadi. That thing he is saying, you may take all bath in all river, but this partiality in your mind will be of no use at all for you. You be equal-minded in both of the case of your children, then you are as lucky as taken bath in all Tirtha Kshetra. Second one, Arjavam Padipadya Pratipadyasya पुत्रेषु सततं विभो आर्जवं प्रतिपद्यस्व पुत्रेषु सततं विभो इह कीर्तिं परां प्राप्य प्रेत्य स्वर्गमवाप्स्यसि. So, having given the principle to Dhritarashtra that being even mindedness is many a time more greater than taking bath in all the rivers, he is saying, Arjavam Pratipadyaswa. Swa means Jarur Karo, not Lakar. Please maintain or practice Ruchutva towards Swam, whom Putreshu, Satatam always. Putra means all your children of 100 here and the 5 there, the Pandavas. They are also your children now. Pandu is not there, you are the elder person. They will have the arjava of samanatva in them, and then whoever is qualified and deserved to give him that for which he is qualified. Don't misuse your mind's biasedness or don't use your mind's impurity of unbiasedness or biasness and spoil the entire show outside. If you practice the rujutvam, if you practice the rujutvam, results are iha kirtim param prapya. In this world, while you are alive, such a great kirti you will have. So wherever you go, you are welcomed. And people say, he has such a love and God for the children of Pandu and himself equally. And by law, the kingdom belongs to Yudhishthiradi without any hesitation and doubt. Like if his elder son, will he not give Dhritarashtra the kingdom? Yeah. तो the Pandavas are elder children only. तो युधिष्ठिर सबसे बड़ा है तो उनको उन्होंने दे दिया करके wherever you go there will be beautiful kirti to you by practicing this samatvam rujutvam. Secondly, pretya swargam avapsasi. When you leave the body, you will go to swarga. Now, in this result positive mentioned, the negative result also is mentioned without mentioning when the opposite of these are done. If you show the biasness and neglect Pandavas and only support Duryodhanadi, here in on the name of Kirti or in place of Kirti, you will only have Apakirti. And that being Papa Karma, instead of going to Swarga, you will go to Naraka. Now this is for Dhritarashtra. Now same is for all of us. Wherever we are, according to the qualification, the people have to be duly given respect, not because of our biasness attachment, say. Now, India's biggest problem is this only, no? That the people are given powers and positions not because they are qualified, but because they are related to me, because of caste or creed or religion and all, or because of some of these relation, blood relations. पूरा सत्यानाश हो जाता है प्रोग्रेस जैसे का. See, if your children are deserving, then you definitely give them the post. But let them come to that selection process by being a part like other people who come. Not because you are a child. No. तुम भी सबके साथ परीक्षा लिखो अगर पास हो गए पास and you became king or whatever, not because you are my child, but because you are succeeded in the process of interview. And if this biasness is maintained at the national level or any level, then entire possibility of good achievements are destroyed. याद रखना इस बात को. तो यहाँ आपको स्वर्ग नाम कीर्ति मिलेगा, जाकर स्वर्ग मिलेगा. If you have the even vision to your both children of Duryodhanadi and Yudhishthiradi, is the upadesha he gave after giving the thought. Now, third one, yavat kirti manushasya punyaloke pragiyate tavat sapurusha vyagra swargaloke mahiyate. A new knowledge Vidurji is giving to all of us. What is that? As long as your name and fame is remembered by the people on the earth because of your dharma and punya, to such an extent till that time, having left the body, you will be given permission to stay in the swarga. यहाँ हमारा नाम कीर्ति जब तक चलता रहेगा तब तक आप स्वर्ग में ही रहोगे. सो यावत मनुष्य से पुण्या कीर्ति लोके प्रगीयते. Means we have done good thing, people are remembering our goodness. As long as they remember our goodness, so long we'll be in the swarga there. Tavat sa purusha vyagra swarga loke mahiyate. They'll be in the swarga. And the way by which we get the kirti is only one thing. By being honest, by being a dharmic, that's all. और उसको हमें आदत बनाना ज़्यादा मुश्किल नहीं हो, थोड़ा समझने की बात होती है. ओनली सिंपल समझ कि अधर्म से कुछ ही मिलता है लेकिन सब कुछ जाता है, धर्म से सब कुछ मिलता है। इतना कन्विक्शन हो गया, तब यू विल बी एबल टू स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग धर्म। इट्स ओनली अरेंजमेंट, एडजस्टमेंट ओनली इन आवर conviction. From the wrong to right conviction, when you come, everything settles. Very beautiful it is. Now, having said these three, now in the next 30 mantra, he tells the story, which is around these four people: the Keshini, the Sudhanva, the Prahlada, and his son, the Virochana. Story is the Keshini is a woman yet to get married, about to get married, ready for marriage. Swayamvara, Virochana came, I want to marry you. She says, no, I have to see somebody is better than you. If not, I'll marry you. Then who is the one? I'm waiting for Sudhanva. I heard about him. He is a Brahmanottama. Now, who is among you greater? Him I will marry. And it is correct from every girl's standpoint, especially when it is Swayamvara. When the two are there, somebody great, somebody lower, she will definitely do the Varamala to the greater one only. This is how these two. Then the story is not actually of Virochana and the Sudhanva. The story mainly of Prahlada. That these two go to Prahlada for decision. And there's a terrible pramana is done, or the fees is fixed in this competition. Competition is who is great, he'll have to say that's all. Ki, if Sudhanva is said to be greater by Prahlada, then the Virochana should die. Virochana is said to be great, then Sudhanva should die. That is the pana. 100 रुपए 200 500 रुपया bet लगाते हो ना, the bet is life only here. Then the story here told by Vidura to Dhritarashtra is for the purpose that the Prahlada spoke the truth. He was ready even to lose his son. You learn that. Then Sudhanva luckily spares that Virochana from killing, and also he sacrifices that girl also for him. He's such a great Brahmana. It is sannyasi Brahmani, what he wants. That is there in the 40 shlokas in the form of discussion, which tells us how great Prahladaji was, which has become an example for Vidura to teach to Dhritarashtra कि तुम भी उन्हीं की तरह जीना, कि उन्होंने पुत्र त्यागने को तैयार थे लेकिन सत्य नहीं, रुजता नहीं. तुम पुत्र के लिए सब त्याग रहे हो, और पुत्र भी मरेगा, सब भी जाएगा. सब त्याग रहे हो, सब अच्छाई को, ज्ञान को. Very interesting story. I told you the story though, but how they are samvada is another good aspect. We will see tomorrow. It runs for 40 shloka. कल मैं 10 मिनट ज़्यादा लेकर जरूरत पड़ी तो that whole portion we do. Let us chant and let's explain. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Vyo Namaha. Don't miss the chapter of three gunas today in the Bhagavad evening, and also Ramayana, that beautiful portion we are seeing how Bhagavan is sending off all these Vanaras and Vibhishana Adi. And if time permits, we also will see in the next portion of Sri Rama's that further discussion with Sita ji and all जो शुरू होता है वो भी हम देखेंगे. Anyway, be regular. That's the only thing I can